Hey everyone, welcome to my tarot video for this week. Today is today the 4th of August. Oh, there we go, look, we're heading into a bank holiday weekend there, and the 3 cups popped out, so I hope you're all, I'm looking at the time there now, it's 5 o'clock here. I hope you're all on your way somewhere. Hopefully not stuck in traffic. Relationships, okay. So, how's everybody finding that super moon that we had on Tuesday? Yeah, it's been a bit of a mad week. Sorry I didn't come on last week. I was just, to be honest with you, I was too upset over Sinead. I just couldn't. Sinead O'Connor. So, yeah. So, but now I'm back. Yeah. So I'm just doing it at my computer today, so you won't see the cards, but I'll hold them up. Okay. So let's have a look and see. This is for the week ahead. So it's a waning gibbous moon now. We're going down into the, we're not into the dark of the moon because that's next week, at the end of next week, but we are heading down into that, and it's like this, apparently this new moon in August is going to be a bit of a clanger, and there's 2 super moons on either side of it, and maybe that's why, I can't remember why, but there's loads of planets retrograde, all sorts of stuff. It doesn't mean it's going to be a bad month. It means that everything's going to slow down. I think Mercury is the last one to go retrograde at the end of August, but it's just going to be an interesting month. But from my only astrological stuff that I have been reading, the new moon is the one that we have to be careful with. And to be honest with you, for me, it's always the new moon that always gets me, if there's going to be any moon that's going to get me. Usually the full moons aren't too bad. Right, sorry, after all that ranty rant, 2 minutes of ranting, let's see what the cards have in store for this week. Okay, success, family success. I feel like that this one here, I wish I could show it to you. I feel like that there is success in pregnancies after a long journey and after time. So I don't know if there's people out there, and this might go out to as well people who already have a child and we're like, we'll have another one, and then boom, nothing's happening. And it's like, whoa, hang on a second, didn't expect that one. But it feels like that, you know, it's almost like at the 11th hour when people are deciding to whether to give up or not, because they're absolutely wrecked from it. That everything comes to fruition, literally, because in the center we've got the 10 of Cups, which is a beautiful card, and the success. And this, I don't know why I've just launched straight into pregnancy about this one. It feels fairly definite. So now, I know not everybody wants to have kids, so if this isn't about procreating, it's also about projects. And there's movement within the projects that people have been trying to get off the ground, and people are like, it's like stop and start, which would be the same thing for the pregnancies, because I feel like there might have been interventions with people, like as in IVF and stuff like that. But if it's for creative projects or anything like that, it's a stop and start, or like it's just like one tiny little bit at a time, and then things suddenly come to fruition. I love the tarot. I think I say that every single time I do these readings. But like, yeah. And there's something really calming about this. Sorry, now I hold the card up and you can't see me, but I'm looking at the colours through the screen there. The blues and that are just so calming. Like blue is a very, very calming colour, and it's just, and I'm getting a very big angelic feel off this as well. So this is a gift from the gods, is what I would say. So I don't want to be going into an element of fate or anything like that, but it's definitely people are being looked after, and it's almost like you'll get your wish. So we're moving away from troubled times. I know I talked about that new moon in it's in about a week and a half, or maybe it's next week. It's like, yeah, because the full moon was only on Tuesday, so it's like, yeah, 14 days from Tuesday. The fast pace that's been the go is, that's the joy about the planets going retrograde, is that it's going to give us time to settle and take in everything that's happened in the first half of this year. Because I mean, up until May, kind of halfway through May, or maybe even the beginning of June, this year was a bit intense. It was a bit of a shit show, and for a lot of people, I was just like, ooh, like, so the energies have been like a bit mad, and just like, you know, and when the energies are really high or really mad, it can be very, very intense for people, particularly people who are empaths. So have a lot of water in their chart. Okay, so that's that little rant done there. Right, what's up next? What's up next? What's up next? I don't know where my spray bottle is. Sorry, I'm just going to grab my spray bottle. Oh, it's sorry, I don't want to stop the reading now. Okay, I'll just have to go without my spray bottle today. No, I can't. I'm so used to using my spray bottle now that I can't. I can't function without it. Sorry. It just cleanses off the energy just so that we get a fresh read the second time. Okay. I make that myself actually and sell it in my shop. Bit of advertising there. On my new little website. I'm actually in the market this Sunday again if anybody's around and they want to pop over. I don't know if I'll be reading cards. I haven't had the best luck. Whichever way it's gone, that people haven't been able to come to help me, so I haven't been able to read. But at the same time, it's been fantastic because I get to talk about tarot all day, so I'm in my happy place. Right, okay. So what's up next? What's up next? Disappointments. Oh, okay. I was trying to dodge the Five of Cups, and then the Five of Swords came out. So look. People have been through trials and tribulations, and I don't know if there's been difficult people or people that have, I wouldn't say necessarily harsh words, but like you may have come into contact, or you may be this person of people who it's people who don't mince their words, so they're very direct, and sometimes that can be considered brutal truths, but I don't think it is. From a relationship point of view, we're in very funny energies at the moment because Venus is retrograde. So, and they say it's not a good time to start something new. It is a good time to be working on like long-term relationships and everything like that. Like, do you know what I mean? But it feels like there's been arguments, and although it kind of feels like that the energy is clearing again, it is clearing. But like on the work up to that new moon, just keep an eye on yourself, because it like these arguments could rear their ugly heads again. And if it does, it's just coming up to be cleared. It's just coming up to be cleared. I don't see breakups, to be honest with you. I see successes in relationships, so I don't see breakups. I just see the only negative card that's in this spread, and maybe this one is the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups. And that's somebody being a bit despondent and not seeing the wood from the trees. But there's a gift from God there, a gift from the gods that I was talking about a while ago. So not all is lost. So if people are like kind of on rocky with their relationships, or don't know whether to move forward with somebody new, this feels like somebody new as well. So it just feels like that come the end of August, we're going to be entering into a new cycle, and people are going to have more choices. Interesting. I just put on 3 kings there. What's that about? Is that romance? So this is kind of gone on to something different. So that was just a little touch on relationships a little bit. Like, I don't know if there's people out there that are in business with other people, that are in groups. Now there's 3 kings there, but like that could be male or female, do you know what I mean? Or non-binary. So the breakups that I was talking about there as well could be business things, kind of like, because actually interestingly enough, the way I put the cards down there now, there's 2 kings there, and then there's 1 king floating off over here. So I don't know if people are, yes, the cards are saying definitely yes, are going to have to break away from something that and this could be something that they were actually involved in for quite a long time. Now, I don't know if it's business, I don't know if it's spiritual, I don't know if it's relationships. It doesn't feel like it's housing, but it's to do with group work. So, and there's a lot of finance involved. So we're moving away from that, and like things are coming to an end with that. It does feel like it's for the best. So, okay, let's have a look onto the next one now. They're kind of like doing really small snippets this week. Sorry, I'm keeping my eye on time there. Okay, so what's this? Housing. Okay, so housing in Ireland anyway is like the biggest topic of conversation all the time, constantly, ever, because we've got a huge housing crisis in Ireland at the moment. And if people are out there who are worried about housing, and I don't know if this is self-bills as well, and it's just been back and forth and messy and all this kind of stuff. From September onwards, it feels like it's going to be a very good time to get stuck into it again. And it feels like as well, if people are out there and they're looking for rentals, that's going to come as well. There's going to be offers. There's going to be definitely offers. It's just like, you know, in the middle of like, I think I'm not going to get one. And then like, it's just like a gift from the gods again. So people will be looked after. There might be some couples moving in together as well. Some nice couples moving in together and starting a new phase of life in their relationships. Yay, which is really sweet. These are really sweet now, actually. So the old romance for some people is going to be very, very positive, which is nice. And to be honest with you, the people, I kind of feels like that the people it's happening to deserve it, because they've been waiting for it for quite some time. They've been patient and waiting for it for quite some time. Sorry, I just noticed there now that I don't even have any makeup on. So it's stay with me. Okay, so I'm going to finish up now soon. I'm going to do one more for Lunasa. We'll do one more for Lunasa. Okay. I'm heading up to the Lionsgate thing, the portal thing that they're all talking about. Sorry, I know I talk flippantly about it, but do you know, August is a high energy month. Okay, so what for you? Yeah, be careful what you wish for. There's big cards here. Sorry. Okay, so it does feel like, and this is a strange one now, but maybe it's because, you know, I said one for Lunasa, and that's calling in the, for me anyway, it's calling in the she and the fairy beings, and then they don't bullshit, like, do you know what I mean? But if people have been grieving past loved ones, and this could be anybody that's gone in the last 4 years, I don't know why, and it's from around 2019, so something to do with the pandemic. The grief is going to start to lift a bit, and you're going to start seeing the wood from the trees, and it's just not going to. I just really feel the need to say to some people out there that you're not going to feel this way for much longer. It's going to clear. Now, grief never really goes away. It just changes. Do you know what I mean? Different forms, and it's just that it gets lighter. That's the only way I can explain. And maybe it's that people have found a spiritual basis. There's the sun there now. There's Lunasa. I love tarot. And I'm going to finish on that one. Maybe people have found a spiritual basis. Now, a spiritual basis can be if you're into Catholicism, if you like going for walks in nature, if you like going for walks by the sea, if you're into shamanism, if you're into this kind of stuff, whatever. It does feel like some people have been dragged through the mud spiritually, or just like all encompassing through their grief of people crossing over, and And it may have like kind of made people, like when you look back on it, like, or like people have definitely changed and their psychic abilities may be way, 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 way higher. But they don't just see it yet. So I know it's a strange one. But what I'd say is, yeah, I said I was going to, I always do this, I say I'm going to finish on that card and then continue on. What I'm going to say is that if you have been grieving a lot or kind of going like, Jesus Christ, it's been 4 years now, Jesus Christ, it's been 3 years now, oh my God, I didn't expect it to still feel like this a year later, like, you know, this intense, it is going to lift and we're heading into a much more calm or peaceful time. And this is going to bring us up to Samhain. So by the time Samhain comes around, it's like things are going to be way more settled. Okay? I'm going to finish up on that one now. And so ye all enjoy your August bank holiday weekend and enjoy your lunacy. It's still going on a bit, isn't it? It always, you know, it goes on for a few days. And enjoy that Lionsgate portal. Is it, I don't know when that is next week. Is Beauty on the 8th, isn't it? So yeah, yes, I will be in Temple Bar this Sunday if you want to pop by to talk, to nerd it out on tarot with me, okay? And yeah, chat to you soon, okay? Bye.